On October 22, 1895, a train launched at full throttle to make up for its lateness failed to slow down in time. It crossed the Montparnasse station, broke through its facade and went 10 meters ahead. Janitors of the Louvre. Depicted in a lifelike frame, the janitors bear a tantalizing resemblance to Gustave Caillebot's work The Parketeers. Regatta at the Tuileries. In March 1943, little Parisians launched white sailboats at the banks of the Tuileries Reservoir. Glass entrance, Nation Square, 1950. A vendor arranges vegetables in front of the open glass entrance to the subway. Celebration Mill. A circle of dancers at the mill in Montmartre filled the square during a ball, circa 1900. The 20th Century Wheel. Impressive by the standards of the time, the carousels and rides were erected to celebrate the huge World's Fair of 1900, which marked the transition to the new century. A leap into perspective. In the summer of 1944, a daredevil threw himself into the Seine from the Seine Bridge. The beach at the new bridge. Children and dogs floundering in the waters of the Seine with the onset of warm days in 1935. A snow-covered bridge. To get to the university in the winter of 1946 over the Bridge of Arts was possible only by this snow-covered road. On the terraces of the Eiffel Tower, this panorama appeared before tourists indulging in reverie in front of the Palais de Chaillot, which seemed to welcome them with open arms. During the 1900 World's Fair, the banks of the Seine around the Eiffel Tower were occupied by new pavilions surrounding the symbol of the city since 1889. The Chimera of Notre Dame. The vampire leaned on the top of Notre Dame, as if frozen in amazement before the panorama of Paris. An intrepid worker climbs the Eiffel Tower for technical purposes. By the way, the top floor of this big coquette is located at a height of 276 meters. From the first-floor terrace of the Eiffel Tower, Paris lovers can admire the city thanks to the spyglasses found in souvenir shops, 1889 to 1890. Streetlight cleaners have been climbing gas lanterns on their big ladders since 1766 to keep the flames going, clean the glass and prevent leaks, 1944. Trade in a newsstand at St. Lazarus Station, 1899. Newspapers, magazines, and bulletins are sold in newsstands, these little temples of the city, furnished on the sidewalks, and locked with shutters at night. The French can-can, a dance fashionable in the 1830s at public balls, was revised, corrected and brought to its modern form in the 1950s during folk festivities by a girl from Fanny's circus troupe. Remains of the Tuileries Palace, viewed from Place Carousel, 1878. The balloon, tethered by the inventive balloonist Giffard, could hold about 50 passengers and rose to an altitude of nearly 600 meters. View from the Arc de Triomphe on Avenue Kléber, 1900. The Arc de Triomphe towers over the Champs-Élysées and protects the fire at the tomb of the unknown soldier. In 1910 the capital suffered from flooding, Parisians traveled by boat. On January 28, the water level reached 8.62 meters. It returned to its previous level for 35 days. A severe frost in 1893 froze the Seine, which was covered with ice and rendered immobile the barges on the Quai Grenelle. Setting up scaffolding on Notre Dame, 1952. Lovers in the Tuileries Garden watch cars maneuvering in the Place de la Concorde, March 1952. Avenue du Bois, 1900s. Avenue created by Napoleon to connect the Champs-Élysées-Tuileries-Louvre-Rivoli axis with the Bois de Boulogne. It is now called Avenue Foch. A well-tailored collar and muff, heeled boots and hat, a fashionista lingering outside a florist's shop in the Bois de Boulogne forest, circa 1910. A balloon vendor at Place Saint-Michel. These balloons are waiting for children to take to the air over the Seine, 1938. Autumn poetry. Lovers alone in the whole world in the autumn haze of the Tuileries Gardens, 1945. Puppies for sale at the street market. Everything is sold and everything is bought at the street market. The 1900 World's Fair. Hôtel de Ville and the Pont d'Arcole, the first unsupported iron bridge over the Seine. Thank you for watching the video and I hope you like it. As always, I will ask you to put a like, and subscribe to the channel, and of course write some comments. Take care of yourself, see you in the next video.